Morning, morning. Happy Saturday, August 17th. Sorry about that. August 17th. It's a big day. We got 13. That's right, 13 NFL preseason games. You see the title? Who is your Heisman / 13 NFL games today? So we're gonna do it a little bit different. We're gonna do picks one by one so I can explain to you whether the money line or spread. And it's also let's look out for the live betting if we can, or just do 2 or 3 at a time, depending on what time slot they're in, because they're doing a lot of funny business with the starters. So we're gonna start off with the first game before we get to that Heisman talk. We got the Ravens. I'm riding with the Ravens, so I'm only going to show the team that I'm picking. I'm picking the Ravens with the spread. That is assuming that they don't play any funny business as far as playing starters. So this is assuming mostly backups play. I'm going to go with the spread because it's not a big difference. It's just -1.5 points. I was going to go money line, but -1.5 points. If you win, you're usually going to win by at least 2 points. So we're going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. They performed well last week against Philly. Atlanta, not so much against the Dolphins. So we're riding with the Ravens. I like their structure. I do know Michael Penix plays for Atlanta, but he was off and on as a rookie. And I just like the Ravens defense, especially once you get to the second team. They're a running team. Running usually goes well, to the second and third deep. So I think the Ravens will do well because they were neck and neck with Philly last week. Now we got the Bears and the Bengals. I'm going with the Bears. Yeah. Heavy on Chicago this year. I'm bullish on them. I like their starting quarterback and their backup quarterback, and I believe the starters are going to play for a while. I don't think we're going to see any Joe Burrow, but it won't matter because I don't think Cincy's that deep once you get rid of the starters. It's a 6.5 spread. That's a touchdown. If you're not comfortable, then take the money line, but that is -300 versus the spread is -110. So you'll make money on the spread. So that's just Chicago. It's not much to talk about. Let's move on. Now we got the Texans and the Giants. Giants did okay last week against the Lions. But the Texans, I believe, are going to play their starters again. They're one of those teams that really want to win. I was speaking about earlier in the week. They're really about winning. They're not about sitting guys because they're trying to get that Super Bowl window and they're trying to get a top seed in the AFC playoffs, similar to Kansas City. So they'll be playing C.J. Stroud in his supporting cast for the beginning of the game. So we're going to take the spread because it's only 2.5, so that's a field goal. They should win by that. So that's -120. If you want the money line, that's -170. Either way, you're going with the Texans. So let's go with the Texans today. Those are all in the 1 o'clock and the 12 o'clock hour. Then at 4 o'clock. So we're going to do those three together if we're doing the ticket. I will put the Texans, the Lions, and the Texans. No, I'm sorry. I will put the Texans, the Bears, and the Ravens together because those are our first three. So Ravens, Bears, and Texans will be one ticket. Then we're gonna move to 4 o'clock. We have Detroit Lions versus Kansas City Chiefs. Who you think I'm going with? Give me a wild guess. Who you think I'm going with? I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna adjust this. I'm gonna put a slash right here. I don't like the spread, but I like a different team for the money line because I can see this being close. So, hold on. Give me 1 second. Here we go. So, with this one, I know it can sound confusing, so pay attention. The spread is for Kansas City -7.5. I can see them winning by 7, but 7.5 is a lot. That's kind of risky, but that is +100. But the money line is Kansas City -375. So I would say if we're going money line, we're going to go Chiefs. But if we're going the spread, we're going to go against the spread. So we're going to go +7.5 with the Lions, unless you're feeling froggy. So if you're taking the spread, you're going to go Lions +7.5 because I think they might lose just by 7. +7.5 means 8. I don't think the Chiefs will beat them by 8 because they got a pretty good backup quarterback in Hendon Hooker. Okay, also, let's move to the next game. We got the Vikings and Cleveland. Jameis Winston gave a great speech, but that's all it was. It was a great speech. I do not have confidence in Cleveland. And guess what? I'll take the Vikings money line because they're +135 money line. So you don't even really have to mess with the points because the money line is more in your favor. The points is actually -120, which makes no sense. but because it's going against them, it does make sense because it has them plus 3.5 points. They're going to beat Cleveland. So just take money line Vikings. Okay, so now the next game we got Seattle. Hold on. Yeah, we got Seattle. Yeah, we're all over the place. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, next game we're gonna have Seattle and we're gonna have Tennessee. I'm gonna go again spread because it's only 1.5 Seattle. So we're taking the Seahawks. Tennessee, I wasn't really impressed with them that much last week. Seattle showed well. You know, they got a good coaching staff along with the team, gels and sticks together. I like Seattle. You know, they seem like a team that's really doing things and moving in a positive direction. The Titans, not so much. Even though they're home, I'm not very confident in the Titans. Then when we look at Indy, hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to look at my computer and it's kind of throwing me up. Okay, now we got the Indianapolis Colts against the Cardinals. Who you think I'm going with? You already know, man. If you're smart, you're going with Indy, man. There's no way the Cardinals with that bad team is going to go on the road and win. So the money line is minus 105 with Indy. You might as well take the money line because the points is plus 1.5, and you'll actually get it at minus 115. So just take money line Indy. So minus 105 for the money line with Indianapolis Colts. Now, for all of my local fans that follow me, it's time for the Commanders and the Dolphins. They actually got it turned off with the Hard Rock app, so people that are local can't watch it. But well, no, actually they're allowing you to bet it. They were moving the line, so they actually moved the line. So you gotta be careful and watch these lines. If you're doing spread for the Dolphins, because you know I'm going with the Dolphins, the spread is only 4.5 minus 115. So that's great. So I would take the spread. If you're scared of that spread, you think they only win by a field goal, then you can take money line, but that's going to be minus 250. Either way it goes, we're riding with the Dolphins. Yeah, we're riding with the Fins. Now, a game with, I'm going to say a playoff implications. Let me slow down. With starter implications, regular season implications, because starters are playing. Alert, starters are playing in this next game. Pittsburgh versus Buffalo. Now, who do you think I'm going with? I'm a Dolphin fan. You know I'm not going with Buffalo. And plus, I don't need to because Pittsburgh is deeper. So we're going to take Pittsburgh money line minus 115. And we're going to take the spread plus 100 because it's they're actually minus 1.5 to win. So we're going to take Pittsburgh with the spread, and we're going to take the money line because they're minus 1.5 to win, which is plus 100. So you're going to double your money if they win by 2 points. So we're definitely riding with the Steelers. Go Justin Fields. Go Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson will be suiting up today and playing. He's playing for his job, it seems like. Okay, now the Jets Jets versus the Carolina Panthers. My heart says the Panthers because we don't like the Jets because I'm your neighborhood Jets hater. But guess what? We're trying to make money. I'm not going to steer you guys down the wrong lane. So I'm going to tell you, if you want to make money, go with the Jets. If you want to make me happy, go with the Carolina Panthers. But I know you want to make money, so it's the Jets. Money line, minus 115 for the Jets. If you take the points, which is 1.5, that's plus 105. So we're going to take the points and money line for the Jets. No way Carolina wins. They look horrible. They only scored 3 points last week against the Patriots, which is one of the worst teams in the NFL. And they couldn't get anything done against the Patriots. Okay, now we got the Rams, the LA Rams against the LA Chargers, the Battle of Cali. If you saw anything from those Chargers, you saw nothing last week. If you saw anything from the Rams, you saw a miraculous comeback against my Cowboys. Yeah, poor Cowboys. Go Rams, go Stetson Bennett. He had a little off the field issue. He had to walk away for a year. He's back. He made a comeback like he always does, Cardiac Bennett, like the Cardiac Cats. So we're going to take money line, which is plus 125. We will make money with the Rams today. I repeat, we will make money with the Rams. So, yeah, we're going to take the Rams money line. That's easy when they give us money lines like that. Now, we got the Battle of Florida. Tampa Bay against Jacksonville. I'm kind of torn. I love both Florida teams, but Tampa's closer to Miami, so maybe I'll lean to them. But not so fast, my friend, like Lee Corso says. I'm going with the Jags at home. The Jags at home. So if you want to take the points, which is 3.5 points, that's going to be minus 110. If you're kind of afraid, then just take the money line minus 190. But we're riding with the Jags. Okay, now a team close to my heart, the Dallas Cowboys. Go Cowboys. How about those Cowboys? They will be winning a lot this year, but not today. We got the LV, the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, I'm going about the money. This is not about my heart. So now you know I'm a smart man. I don't bet with my heart. I bet with my head. It's minus 6.5. I don't know if it'll be that wide of a margin because the Cowboys lost. They blew a lead. They lost by a point last week, but they're on the road. So you're not going to make a lot with this game, but I would take the money line for the Raiders, which is minus 350. If you're feeling froggy, you could take the Cowboys take the Cowboys, money line, which would be plus 260. Even though I'm telling you to bet with your head, I might bet with my heart, put $1 down, maybe $5 down just because I love the Cowboys, plus 260. Because if they do win, you make a lot of money. If they don't win, you really don't make much because it's minus 350 for the Raiders. So for everybody that doesn't remember the picks, let's go back over them. Give me 1 second. I'm not going to put them back on the screen. I'll just read them off to you. We got the Ravens. We got the Bears. We got the Texans. Then we're going Chiefs money line, but we're going Lions spread. Then we got the Vikings. We got the Seahawks, the Colts. We got the Dolphins, the Steelers, the Jets, the Rams, the Jags, and the Raiders. So remember, Raiders are money line. The Jags are also their money line and spread. For the Rams are spread. It's only 2.5 points. No. The Rams are money line. Sorry about that. The Rams are money line. The Steelers are, we're going big money line with the Steelers because it's plus 100. The Dolphins are going to be, I'm sorry. The Steelers are money line and spread. The Dolphins are money line because it's 4.5, but you can take, I'm sorry. The Dolphins are money line and spread. Sorry about that. It's a lot of games. I'm trying to keep up with everything. Okay, now the Colts. The Colts are also money line and spread because it's 1.5. For the Seahawks are money line and spread. It's minus 120, minus 110. You might as well take both. With the Lions and the Chiefs, remember I told you we're taking the Chiefs money line. We're taking the Lions spread. With the Texans, we're taking the spread. It's only 1.5, so that's not much. With the Bears, we're going to take money line. If you like to take the spread, that's a touchdown. I'll take the spread. I would take the spread. With the Ravens are definitely the spread. It's only 1.5. So there you go. Now let's get to this Heisman talk before the game starts because we only have 5 minutes. So this is a short show we're going to be doing. The shortest show that I've done so far. Okay, so now, Athlon. You know I love to read Athlon. Reading is fundamental. Athlon has an article this morning. Heisman Trophy preseason rankings. 7 candidates for college football's top award in 2024. So here are the Heisman favorites. They have Dylan Gabriel, quarterback from Oregon. He transferred out of Oklahoma. Last year, Dylan Gabriel threw for 3,660 yards, 30 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He also ran for 373 yards and 12 rushing touchdowns. So he's the leader. And they have him, if you want to bet, he's actually plus 700 to win the Heisman. Then we got Carson Beck of Georgia. He threw for 3,941 yards. He had 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He ran for 4 touchdowns on 116 rushing yards. It doesn't show his betting odds yet. Okay, now Jalen Milroe, Roll Tide, Alabama. He is coming in number 3 for preseason Heisman hopefuls. He threw for 2,834 yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 picks. He ran for 531 on the ground and 12 rushing touchdowns. Then the 4th person we have in line for the Heisman, Quinn Ewers, Hook 'em Horns from Texas. He threw for 3,479 yards, 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He only had 75 rushing yards, but he had 5 touchdowns on the ground. So I guess they were goal line. Then we got Jackson Dart. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, representing for Ole Miss. He threw for 3,364 passing yards, 23 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. He also ran for 389 and 8 rushing touchdowns. Now, number 6 is going to be Ollie Gordon, the only running back I see on the list. He ran for 1732 on the ground on 285 carries. That's great. And 21 rushing touchdowns. He also caught 1 passing touchdown for 325 receiving yards. Then, to top out the top 7, we got Travis Hunter, Mr. Do-It-All, Mr. Charles Woodson, and Deion Sanders himself at wide receiver and cornerback. At wide receiver, he had 57 receptions, 721 receiving yards, 5 touchdowns. He also had 5 pass breakups and 3 interceptions, along with 31 tackles. So he's all over the place. I don't know if he'll be in the return game. I think they have guys for that. Another guy to look out for, in my personal opinion, is Cam Ward. He's highly underrated. He was picked for the ACC preseason Player of the Year, the quarterback of the Miami Hurricanes. I would look up his Heisman odds. The season starts on Saturday, so it'll be the last week from here to Saturday that you can do preseason picks for over and unders and for Heisman odds and conference winners. So make sure you put in your preseason bets on all local betting apps. That's going to be my show for the day. Thank you guys for joining me. The picks are going to be in the description. Also, send cash apps to donate at $TYRebel22. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok on @TYSportsPicks24. It's down at the bottom. So the cash app is down at the bottom, and so is the social media. We're going to have a great day. You guys make sure you look at the shorts. I did a Clemson preview. Everything's going well. I'm thanking you guys for all your support. And also, really quick, for those that can't see the bottom line, let me pull up the cash app for you. I'll give you a second. So yeah, you can scan it, or you can just send donations to $TYRebel22. We got about a minute before the game start, and we're going to go off. And also, you can follow me on social media at TYSportsPicks24. It's down at the bottom. Down at the bottom. It's TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at TYSportsPicks24. The games are about to start. You see the cash app. Please donate to the channel. I'm going to give you guys about a minute longer, and then we're going to start with these preseason games. And also remember, the picks are in the description, or you can rewatch the video. It's not that long. Okay, so I hope you guys got all the information. I hope you guys donate, and thank you for watching the show.